Hey there, Heidi Cooper here, functional medicine practitioner, licensed esthetician from Skin Side Out. Today I want to give you 3 reasons to experiment with a Nutri-Keto or Nutritional Ketogenic diet for healthier, younger looking skin. So I'm not typically one to focus on promoting one type of dietary style. I'm a big fan of diet variation. There are a lot of benefits to that. But we're going to look at Nutri-Keto or Nutritional Ketogenic diet today for short-term period and list some of the benefits that we can see from a skin perspective. So you may have heard of the ketogenic diet before, and I'm not talking about processed fatty foods in order to get yourself into ketosis. We're looking at whole food items, and that would look like higher fats like avocado oil, coconut oil, nuts and seeds, a moderate amount of protein, grass-fed beef, wild-caught fish, pastured chicken, and then a lower amount of carbohydrates. And we really are looking at getting our carbohydrates from non-starchy vegetables. And when we work with a diet like that, it helps us get into ketosis. And ketosis is when our body switches from burning sugar, we switch from sugar or carbohydrate burning to fat for fuel, and it produces ketones. And when these ketones are produced, we know from the studies that it's linked to activating longevity pathways and helping with age-related damage and deterioration. So of course that can be very helpful for the body in general, but we're going to look at some of the reasons that it can be very helpful for the skin. So number one, when we are increasing these healthy fats, we know that they do an amazing job of nourishing the skin. I think there's a misconception that water in and of itself hydrates the skin, when in fact water is transportation of nutrition to the skin. But those fats are really what nourish the skin. So eating that higher healthy fat diet is amazing for the skin. Number two, when we are getting into ketosis, it affects insulin, and insulin is a hormone that regulates our blood sugar or blood glucose, and that has a cascading effect on all of our other hormones. And that can be helpful from a skin standpoint. It doesn't matter if you're a teenager or if you're aging, we want hormonal balance. And so when insulin levels are high, it affects something called sex hormone binding globulin, and it releases more estrogen into the body and creates hormonal imbalance. So keeping that insulin low helps keeps hormonal balance as well. So that's number two. Number three, we know that ketones that are produced help repair damage and lower inflammation. So it doesn't matter if you've got puffiness going on in the face, around the eyes, if you've got acne, if you've got psoriasis, all of those are related to inflammation, rosacea. All of those are an inflammatory response in the body. So if we lower inflammation, that can be significantly helpful. And those ketones also help repair the damage from all of that as well. So if you even think about wrinkles and some of the damage there, if we're helping to repair the damage, it can be immensely helpful raising those ketone levels for short periods of time. So getting into ketosis, I would say as a general rule, you're looking at under 30 grams of net carbohydrates a day. So that means counting carbohydrates and then subtracting any fiber from that as well. So you can use something like the Carb Manager app to help you kind of figure out what you're doing dietarily if you haven't worked with anything like that before to help. But the only real accurate way to test is to work with something like the Keto-Mojo, where you're actually testing your ketone levels. Another way to help get you into ketosis is fasting. That's a great way to facilitate getting you into ketosis much more quickly. We also work sometimes with supplementation like exogenous ketones, extracellular ketones, to help switch the body to using ketones for its fuel source as well. So hopefully that was some helpful information for you. There's some great reasons to experiment a little bit with that. We've seen some really great results in our office clinically, and a real easy thing to do to just switch things up and see how your body responds and go from there. So if this information was helpful for you, please like and share this video. Always welcome feedback. If you've got questions, please feel free to reach out. and let us know, like put helpful in the comments if it was helpful for you. Health and happiness. Have a super fantastic day. Thanks so very much.